What is up, you guys? Chaotic Tunes here, and by the way, the roof is on fire. And no, I'm not talking about that old school song. I think it's like by the Bloodhound Gang or something like that. The roof is on fire. That's literally the name of it. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the actual roof being on goddamn fire. And this is kind of the reason why I wasn't able to stream yesterday. It was quite the situation to be in, without a doubt. As I've stated multiple times beforehand, I do roofing for a living, right? And mistakes happen. But this was a mistake that could have ended very, very, very badly. See, I'm not entirely sure if you know the process of how to install a new roof, right? So I'm gonna go through the basic steps and keeping it very simple, so you kind of get a grasp of what happened. So the first thing we do is we tear off the old roof, right? And the way we do this is, it really depends on the kind of material they have. But in this case, we were dealing with, it's called modified, and it's a roof that you literally burn on to the building, but it's pretty easy to peel off for some reason. Whatever, right? Cool. It's usually either super simple to take off the old roof, or super complicated and hard to take it off. There's never in the middle, straight up. After that, we clean up the roof to make sure it's a clean slate for us to start the new step, right? Step number 2 is laying down the insulation, and it's not as simple as it sounds. You have to make sure that it follows regulations of whatever city or county you're in. So it's typically a full board of isolation, and then the next one, like next row has to be start with half a sheet of isolation, and switch between those off, right? And then after that, you gotta make cuts in the isolation so you can fit pipes or vents, tubes, anything that needs to go through them. You make a cut for them, and you have to make it very accurate because you need to make it as tight as possible to ensure a good seal. After that, you usually lay down a layer of dense deck. It's pretty much fiberglass that we put on top to prevent fires from happening, and if they do happen, they get contained because it's fiberglass, obviously. In this case though, we weren't using that. It's not required in the county we're in, and they wanted to cut some corners, so it's whatever, it's okay. After that, we cut the whatever material we're gonna use. In this case, we're using TPO. It's a white rubber that is very resistant but not very flexible. And we cut it, we measure it up, make sure we make proper holes for tubes, pipes, and vents, and then we lay it down and proceed to either glue it down or nail it down. It really depends on the installation process they're going with. In this case, we were gluing it down, which is a little more tedious than just screwing it in, because screwing it in, very fast, very simple, in and out, fast. So this happened today. We were on the second half of the roof. We had prepped up the rubber, the TPO. We hadn't laid down the glue yet. We just cut up the pieces so we can glue them all up and make it all look pretty, right? So after we were done with that, we go get lunch, we come back, and we forgot that while we were tearing off the old roof, there was a wire that got exposed. Little mistakes happen, it's whatever. So wouldn't you know, we're putting down the glue, we're all having a good time, laughing, working, doing our job, right? Pretty simple stuff. Then out of nowhere, I just heard like a shock. Lo and behold, I turn around and I'm immediately hit in the face with this huge heat wave, right? Fire everywhere because of the glue. Glue is extremely flammable. You should know this, right? And I didn't know what to do at that point. And it spread extremely fast because the glue was connected. And I'm not gonna lie, we all did panic a little bit because it's fire, dude. We don't know how to control fire. We don't know what we're doing. I mean, we do know what we're doing, but you know what I mean. Like, we don't know how to control a fire. After the initial shock, right? It's quite simple. We just ran back, got the fire extinguishers, came back, extinguished that thing, right? Boom, boom, boom. Just pull that pin, pull the plug, and aim it, dude. Simple steps, pretty easy. And we contained the fire. It was all over within 2 or 3 minutes. It wasn't that big of a fire, right? It was maybe, yeah, it wasn't that big. It was a smallish fire. Took about 1/4 of the roof. Thankfully, nothing happened. Nothing actually burned down. It was just the glue that caught fire, and pretty much we had to re-glue everything up. But it was quite an experience. But my first thought after that was, how do we explain this to our boss? It wasn't, how am I gonna save my life if something happens? What should I do? No. How am I gonna explain this to my boss? Because it's not something you just Hey, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. I hope your day's going great. Oh, no. Everything's good over here. Small fire. Got it under control. No worries. I don't think that's gonna fly. Thankfully, he was cool about it, and he just told us to be more careful next time. So we're all good. We're all Gucci, you know? So yeah, the roof is on fire. Well, was. That's pretty much why I wasn't able to stream yesterday. It was quite a stressful situation, and I got home super tired. I'm actually filming this video like super early, because I just want to go to bed and sleep it off. I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe. It means the world to me. And until next time, don't do drugs, because those things are bad for you.